Good morning, my vegan friends. This is Nan, and welcome to my kitchen. I am living the vegan lifestyle and love it. I have dropped 40 pounds since March, and it's because I'm making healthier choices. One of my favorite meals growing up and all my life is tuna fish. I love tuna. Well, my girlfriend told me today she makes a tuna salad with chickpeas. So I looked up a recipe and I'm gonna make some amazing tuna salad. I can't wait to try it. I haven't ever done this before. It's new for me. I've never used smashed chickpeas cold, so we're gonna try it. So let's come into my kitchen, and I've already got it started. So here's my can of chickpeas, and you're just gonna mash them. And I didn't know how hard it would be. It's easy. They just mash right up. So I'm just gonna finish mashing these real quick. And this is going to be our tuna fish. Now, I don't know about you, but tuna was one of my favorite things growing up. And I loved it with mayonnaise and apples. And it just made it great. That was my mom's recipe. You know, she made it that way. And I would make it when I'd go babysitting. I'd make tuna fish when I was at their house and eat tuna. There'd be some left over and they'd be like, "Oh, this is wonderful. What did you put in it?" Well, I would have to tell them it's just mayonnaise and apples. Now I'm going to put a little bit of celery in here just to stretch it a little further. If you have a large family, or you might want to use 2 cans. But if you have, 2 or 3 of you doing this, I think that 1 can is probably enough for 3 people. But I want to make sure that everybody gets plenty. So I'm taking it to my daughter's house. In March, they went to a wellness thing in Hawaii and came back vegan and said, "Hey, we're going vegan. You want to join us?" And I'm like, "Yes, I've got to do something." I had edema so bad in my legs that I could not walk. And I have spent months figuring it out. Well, the key, water, 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 more water. And you have to have leafy dark green veggies with it. So kale, spinach, those kind of vegetables will help reduce your water. Dr. Living Good is on Facebook, and I watch him, and he said that without the dark green vegetables, your body won't absorb the water. The water goes in your body as edema and just floats around and makes you swell up. But if you have the dark leafy greens with it, the water gets into your blood cells. It absorbs it into your blood cells. All right, that looks like a pretty good mix to me. What do you think? It's got a little bit of texture to it, so that's going to make it feel like that tuna. It's not still whole beans, so you're not going to feel like you're eating beans, but it's got a smaller, finer texture, and I think that's going to be good. All right, let's put that in our bowl. That's a small bowl. Get a bigger bowl. I don't want to make a mess today. I've got a bigger bowl right here. Getting it. I want room to really stir that up, and I think that small bowl would be too small. So I'm just going to move my chickpeas over here into the bigger bowl. There we go. I used that flat bowl to break them up because I felt like it was going to be, it gave me a good surface to press against, and that worked out well. All right, so we have our chickpeas. The next thing we need is our mayonnaise. And I'm using 1/3 cup. You can use Veganese, which has no egg in it, or whatever mayonnaise you normally use, okay? So I'm just going to put that mayonnaise in there. Maybe a little more, we'll see. It's pretty good. I don't want it too dry. I like my tuna a little more moist. And I've never made this before, so this is trial and error for me, just like it is for you, something new. All right, that looks pretty good. After I get the other stuff in there, I'll decide if I need a little more mayonnaise. Right now, that looks pretty good. Here's a secret. I am using a fish rice seasoning. I got this for my sushi, but this is gonna give it that little bit of fish flavor, smell that's gonna trick our brain and make us think, "Oh yeah, that smells like tuna." I'm just gonna sprinkle some in. I don't know how much to use. I don't have a recipe. The recipe didn't call for this. The recipe calls for nori, and it calls for, nori, which if you have done sushi, this is nori. Nori is seaweed, and you can take a sheet of this and break it up and put in there. But this fish seasoning has the nori in it, along with other stuff. So I'm gonna stir that in and see if it smells fishy. And if it smells fishy enough, I know it's gonna taste like tuna, right? My brain's gonna say, tuna. Nope, smells like mayonnaise. Means I need a little more. I don't want to smell mayonnaise, I want to smell fish. So I've probably used a good tablespoon of it now. If you want a measurement, that's my guesstimate. I'm pretty good at guesstimates because I've been cooking a long time. And it's trial and error. Ah, it's beginning to smell like fish. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, it has that fish flavor. I think that's probably enough. After I get other ingredients in, I'll decide. I'm going to put about the juice from about half a lime. The recipe kit I got says lemon. I'm not a lemon fan. I like limes. So I'm going to put a little lime juice in there. Just going to squeeze it in here so I don't get any seeds down in my salad. Yeah, that tastes quite fishy. Wow. Who knew? Okay, my lime is kind of tough. So I'm going to take a fork. This is my trick. And I'm just spinning it inside of the lime to make those little capsules pop open. And now I'm going to squeeze it again and look at the lime come out. Yep, that works. So you just take your fork, push it into your lime and twist. Whoop, shot me in the eye. You just want to put it in there and break up those little capsules, and then you can easily squeeze the juice out. Now, if you have a microplane, you can even put a little bit of zest from your lime or your lemon, whichever one you're choosing to use. That's about a teaspoon of lime juice. Okay, it's about a teaspoon. And stir that in. That makes it a little more moist too, so I may not need that extra mayonnaise that we were talking about. Now I'm going to chop up some celery. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I'm going to try one stalk for now. And I just cut each stalk in half lengthwise so that it's just a small dice. And then I'm going to dice it up, okay? So let's just do a quick dice on that. You want to put your fingers under so your knuckles are sticking out, and then you won't be cutting your fingertips because your knife is going to hit your knuckles first. Just a real quick chop. There we go. All right, that's all pretty small pieces. If you see some bigger chunks in there, you can just chop it one more time. All right, let's gather that up on my knife, drop it in. I like a pretty small dice because I don't like getting big chunks, but I love the crunch of the celery and the flavor of the celery in there. That's looking pretty good. Now, some people put pickles, but I don't know. Do I want sweet pickles? Do I want dill pickles? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a pickle. Oh, I forgot to wash my apple. Let me wash my apple real quick. I buy organic, so I'm not too worried about it, but I still like to wash over it because I don't know who picked it and packaged it. So just a quick rinse. And always cut a flat surface. And then I can start slicing. Now, if you want, we could peel this first. I could cheat. I have an apple peeler that peels and slices all at one time, but I didn't think to do that. That would have been good. But it peels up real quick. I think I'm just going to do a half an apple. I love this peeler. I don't know if you had one like I had with the long handle growing up. It never seemed to work right. And this one is a dream. Just got it at my local grocery store for a couple dollars. And I just love it because it does such a great job. Whoops, bounced it out of my hand. All right, move that all aside. I'm gonna cut it in half and then cut it at an angle to get rid of the seeds. Now I have no seeds on that piece. Cut at an angle. No seeds on that piece. No seeds on that piece. Oops, a little bit. There we go. All right, then I'm going to take and just slice this. I don't mind the apple chunks as much as I do the celery, but I still want to do them pretty small. Okay. Cut those in half. I'm just making like 1/4 inch sticks out of it, and then I'm going to dice that up. So when I do the slices, I cut them in half again. All right. Ready for this? Here goes the magic. Let me turn it this way. Maybe you can see it. I don't know. Get my fingers out of the way. There we go. All diced up. That was quick. Drop that apple in there. This is Mama's recipe, Grandma's recipe. So my girls are going to be excited when they have apple in their tuna. And they're going to say, we're not eating tuna. And I'm going to say, oh, you can have this one. It's vegan. They're going to be so excited. Man, look at that tuna salad. Now, you can put this on bread if you're gluten-free and don't want bread. I use corn tortilla chips that are locally made that have non-GMO corn. This is them. Almilagro. And it's a Mexican kitchen style. And it says the ingredients are, ready for this? Stone ground white non-GMO corn, 100% non-GMO corn oil, and a trace of lime. That's all that's in it. No salt or anything. So these are great. Let me try one with a little bit of this tuna and see if we need to add anything, because I haven't tried this recipe. I told you it's brand new. Oh, people, it tastes just like tuna salad. Wow. I don't think it needs anything. That is fantastic. Okay, 1 can of chickpeas, 1/3 a cup of your mayonnaise, half a lime juiced, half an apple diced, 1 stick of celery diced, and our secret ingredient. Don't tell anyone. Shh, it's our secret. That's our fish. That's our fish, this rice seasoning. Take a picture. I'll put a link in the comment below. Oh my gosh, that tastes incredible. Incredible. It tastes like tuna fish. My girls are going to be so excited. Look at that. Now, if you were my mom, you would have left the skin on the apple, but I'm not real wild about the skin on the apple, but she liked the red in there. What else can you add? You can add pickles, dill pickles, sweet pickles. If you're not vegan, if you're vegetarian, you can put your hard-boiled egg in there. Okay? Tastes like tuna to me. Whoa, my family's in for a treat. I'm going to put a lid on it, put it in the refrigerator, let it get nice and cold. Take it to my daughter's house and say, I brought tuna fish. I made tuna fish. Let's have tuna for lunch. And they're going to be like, what? Yeah. I'll let you know what they think. Y'all have a great day.